Hi, welcome to the glories of his Tory channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you love the content. In the heart of devastated Europe, where cities had exhausted their strength from the weight of World War I, one name emerged that would change the course of history forever: Adolf Hitler. At a time when Germany was still reeling from the aftermath of defeat, Hitler raised a new flag full of empty promises. His words echoed throughout the country. Germany will not be defeated. We will restore our glory. We will impose our will on the world. This was how his rise began, and behind these words, Nazi armies moved swiftly, taking over territories one after the other. His voice ignited in speeches, but behind this enthusiasm, there was something dark, something heading towards the abyss. Over time, Hitler's armies swept through Europe as if they were invincible. Warplanes tore through the sky, heavy artillery hammered the ground, and the sound of Nazi soldiers echoed everywhere. With every victory, the German people believed that victory was within their grasp. But while Europe was drowning in blood, threads of mystery surrounded Hitler. Was he a true leader? Or was there a hidden force moving him from behind the scenes? Nazi camps spread rapidly, and destruction escalated with the advancing armies. The planes bombed cities, while the pain of the victims scattered everywhere. The more Hitler advanced, the more questions grew. Was he seeking domination? Or was there something darker driving him? Amid the war, Hitler moved forward with confidence, but deep within him, doubts and fears grew. As the Nazi army achieved victory after victory, the world watched, wondering, what will happen when this man stops? As the Nazi power began to wane, Hitler hid in his bunker in Berlin, where the Allied forces were quickly closing in. The clock was ticking loudly, and in those crucial moments, his end was drawing near. There was no escape. He had believed that victory would always be his ally, but he finally faced the bitter truth. The war was on the brink of ending, but it was not just a military battle. It was a battle in the soul, a battle in the mind. Hitler's ideas had been planted in the minds of millions, and their impact is still felt today. In the end, the fall of Berlin marked the end, but was this a true end? Or would the darkness Hitler planted in the world continue to haunt us? Today, decades after that moment, Hitler's name still stirs controversy, and history still carries questions that have no answer. Was he just a tyrant? Or was he something more? Was he seeking destruction? Or pursuing a mad dream? These are questions that remain unanswered, and his shadows still haunt us. But within this darkness, other questions began to emerge, questions that leave no room for rest. How did one man manage to manipulate millions of people in such a destructive way? Was Hitler a victim of hellish ideas, or was he the one controlling the game? As the years passed, historians and psychologists began to try to unravel the mystery of a figure whose influence still looms large. He was not just a tyrant, but a symbol of violence and destruction, driving humanity to the brink of collapse. Today, after many decades, the question remains: was this the true end of Hitler's dark adventure? Or will his bloody history continue to write new chapters with every passing moment? In the final days of World War II, with the Allies closing in on Berlin, the German capital was sinking into ruin. In those critical moments, Adolf Hitler hid in his underground bunker, surrounded by destruction and death. The situation was growing worse, and the Soviet forces were advancing rapidly. But what really happened in those final moments? How did the life of the man who led a global war come to an end? According to official accounts, Hitler decided to end his life, alongside his wife Eva Braun, by ingesting poison in his bunker. But the questions that surround this account remain burning. Was this the true end? Many historians and experts believe there is a great deal of mystery surrounding those final moments. Was there someone who helped him escape in the last moments? Was his body burned with precision to cover up any evidence about his fate? The more historians tried to get closer to the truth, the more questions arose, and the mystery surrounding those moments witnessed only by Hitler and those in the bunker with him remained intact. Years have passed, but the question remains: did Hitler die, as the official reports say? Or are there hidden threads that have yet to be revealed? Whatever the answer, that moment remains part of the legend, and history keeps it as a mystery whose riddles remain unsolved.